Alright guys, welcome back. So last video I showed you a junk doppel combo. It's a very standard sequence that you should know by now because it's one of the best 2-card combos out right now because it's insane. If it resolves, it's like a +9 and then you have your board, like depending on what you want to end on, but it's insane. So for those of you that get kind of overwhelmed, like especially the new guys, if you don't know what to do once you resolve your speeder and your doppel, just watch that video and I go through every sequence you could possibly do. So it can make your tournament experience a little bit better and keep you at ease because you're already stressed enough, like going to a tournament and wanting to do well, and then not knowing your deck is like, oh damn, it gives you even more anxiety. But hopefully that kind of breaks down the combos you're meant to know, make your decision tree a bit more optimal, right? But that's the best combo, right, with the doppel and junk. But the second best one is when these two guys are involved because it's still something amazing what these guys can do. So all you need to do is just any tuner with this guy. Okay, and you can do this play. So for example, let's just say you end up synchroing with both of those, which is why overtake is insane. It's overtake special this, summon this. It's insane. It's basically what a doppel play was, but except you don't get tokens. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and synchro into junk speeder. Okay, so this is what's good about this too. It helps you dodge Ash. So chain link 1, chain link 2, revive the tuner, which is really nice. And then your speeder resolves, giving you your shortest synchron, your second junk synchron, and then your cyber synchron, and then this will trigger, adding you the illumination. Okay, and then you activate illumination right away, right? Okay, so at this point, this is where like the most vulnerable point of the combo exists because they can Nibiru you here. If they Nibiru you here, then it's fair enough. You still have one more play, which would be the Omega play, tribute to token, special this, and then go on. Okay, okay. So right here, once you're at this point, many of you will just either do this, right? Banish to reduce and make crystal wing, and then bring this back, make it Omega, make a ruler, right? Because this is like the most simplistic way to do it. Or you can go increase and make Baroness here and then go off. Let me just show you what I mean. Because I reduce, you make a crystal wing here, crystal wing there, right? Tribute any of these guys because there's double, so it doesn't matter. You still have the option of level 1 and level 3, and this guy can double as well, which is nice. Special trigger because you tributed a monster, right? And then right here, you could go into the chaos ruler, but by then the only thing you're fishing for would be like a hand trap if you're playing hand, especially Valor or Nibiru, because the most recent build I'm playing the hand trap build, so you can possibly end on this, an Abyss or a Baroness with the Valor in hand, which is still nice. But you want to get to the doppel play, right? Because the doppel just opens up your routes even further because it just allows you to generate so much more advantage. Because the librarian is insane. Like that's the main thing that separates this combo deck versus any other combo deck. Because librarian allows you to just draw while establishing your build board, which is insane. Okay, so the obvious one would be here. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just go like this. Mill something, right? Like let's say we just mill like mills. Okay, we missed. We'll add this because you play droplets. And then you just either increase or decrease or just make an Abyss or a Baroness here, you know. But what I mentioned before, you kind of want to get to this guy and try to get to the doppel through him, right? Which is why this is so important in this synchro deck. So let's rewind. Okay, so we're back here. Okay, so the other route you could have done was increase and make Baroness there, right? But that's the similar situation you would be in. Well, gain this to the graveyard, and then you don't have the chance to trigger doppel unless you have overtake. Okay, so you reduce, right, by banishing the illumination, and go for the chaos ruler, right? And the whole point of this route is that you want to hit the doppel, right? Because then that means you can trigger doppel off the Stardust Synchron summon, right? So you excavate, right? You mill, there it is. There they are. Oh my god, that's a lot of them. Right? So then you add this, and then you continue your play, right? Because you can take advantage of librarian, which is insane. But let's say we don't hit anything, which is the whole point of this combo line, because you don't necessarily lose anything if you take this route, because you can still end on Baroness or Crystal Wing, or you can still end on that. Okay, so let's say we missed. Everything is how it's meant to be, right? So then you're gonna go ahead and tribute this to special your your Stardust, and then you trigger your trail. Okay? Increase, right? You get a token, okay? You get a draw. And then this here makes your Baroness. And then this here makes your Herald. Okay? So see, like you still end on 2 armies, the same thing you would have ended on if you went the other route, which is not trying to risk to get a doppel, right? This is still good, right? But you can also do the other way around, where you can still end on the Crystal Wing if you prefer not to have the Herald. But the Herald little macro effect is insane right now. It's just really good. Like against PK, like it's amazing. Everything gets banished. And the fact that they have to attack over it twice is even better. Okay, so let's rewind. We're here, right? We're here, back here. So instead of increasing, you just leave it as it is. Make your Excel Synchron. Get a token because you made a synchro, right? And then you activate the effect of Excel Synchron to send another light, which would be your Stardust Synchron, which then reduces its level by 1, right? Or you could increase and make Baroness there, you know, like, but why would you? Okay. You make your Shaman. Shaman will revive your Converter, right? Then you activate effect, banish the light and the dark. Summon this guy back, right? And then this gets banished, make Baroness. Right, and you make your TG Crystal. Okay, so see, like, why wouldn't you try to risk trying to get the doppel and still end on what you would have ended on to begin with, when this has the potential to get you to the librarian draws? You know, like this, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, so I think always try to risk to go for the doppel play, because getting to the doppel just extends your plays drastically. It's just insane what it does for you. Okay, so I almost forgot this one, because this is very important, because a lot of times, sometimes you get close to time, and having the Cupid pitch burn is super, super helpful, because sometimes like time just isn't on your side, like whether they might have been taking a bit too long, or you might have been taking a bit too long because you're still fairly new to the deck. Because when you learn the combo, it shouldn't take more than like 8 minutes. It should be like less than 8 minutes to finish the combo. But it'd be dependent on your opponent if they like try to slow play with your hand traps, or just like, oh, hang on, I got a response, and then they don't, like, okay, that's, you know what, we can't do anything about that. But like, let's say you do catch yourself in closer time. So we're back to this pot, right? So you're gonna go into Cupid pitch, right? And then Cupid pitch will reduce its level, so it'll be a level 2. Okay, and then now you revive your Chaos Ruler, and then you have a light, and banish your dark. Summon this, okay, and then now these two make your Baroness, right? It's banish Baroness. So effect to burn them for 1,000 because you made level 10, and then you search your Caligo, right? And then since you control dark, you can special summon this, right? Make your TG, and then you can either go Omega or Crystal Wing, whichever one you feel is better. But you can just make Crystal Wing, right? So you still end on that, except this is more of like if you're kind of like in close to time, you have this as an option, because like, oh, you hate winning like that, but like sometimes you just have no choice, because otherwise you just lose. You know, the fact that you have that as an option is amazing. But those are the main combos you should consider when playing the deck, because it might seem a bit straightforward for those of you that are already well aware of this, but this is for like the new guys, the ones that are just entered the Synchron realm and are very intrigued by the way the style is and how the deck functions, because it can be really fun, right? When you see it resolve, you're sequencing off. It's a really high sequence deck, so you're just comboing off, and all the lines of play you can do make it even more exciting, right? Because you're not just bound by a particular line. You can change it however you would want. But yeah, those are the main ones, and I just wanted to just cover these things, because I don't think I actually went through it individually, so you can have a clear path of what you want to do and what the deck is meant to accomplish. And hopefully now with these 2 videos, you have a clearer picture of what you're meant to be doing, right? And then the Caligo one, or that one's very straightforward. It's basically this combo without bringing back the tuner, and you're kind of forced to do the mill. Of course, you can do it without, but still, like, you would much rather open this variation. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Hopefully enjoy the video. Like, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.